Hey, happy Saturday. First Saturday double. Nice wind because it looks like it wants to rain, but it's still very hot. The sun's out in full force. Got up pretty early today. I was gonna go out earlier, but felt like I needed to drink coffee for a while. I went to sleep a little bit later than normal. Hope everyone has a great weekend planned. I ended up with probably about 7 or 8 miles yesterday. I did my push-up program. I notched it down a little, one level. It was just getting too hard. What that means is that instead of starting off with 14 reps, I started off, I think, with 12. And then I think I worked up to 40 push-ups in 3 minutes instead of, I was at like 45. But it's really intense because the sets, you only got 60 seconds, and that really is nothing between the sets. So it's almost like doing them all together, in my opinion. I mean, you can sit there for 30 seconds and it doesn't feel like you've recovered anything. So often I skip the breaks or skip it once it's like halfway. Plan to do some work in the gym today. I'm moving my my Rogue Echo bike back in the gym because I redid my cardio gym. I put the Merit hiking treadmill or walking treadmill, whatever you want to call it. I put that in my cardio gym where my NordicTrack bike was, and I moved my NordicTrack bike to where my Rogue bike was. So I had to make room for it. So the Echo bike is going to go back in my gym between my cable rack. I have, the fly cable rack. You can put it in the middle. I think I'll use it more out there. I just wasn't using my Echo bike very much. And I think the Echo bike complements weightlifting more than the other stuff does. Because, Echo bike comes from the CrossFit business. I did some videos before where I did the bench press and Echo bike together, which is a great combination. Echo bike is really intense, but I haven't really used it very much in the last 6 months. So anyways, I'm moving it back to the gym today. Hey, Hossie, thanks for joining, man. I'm just out on a hike, jog. First workout of the day. I'm out at my favorite pond right now. I'll show y'all. See? It's pretty nice. It's got a nice breeze here in Texas, but the sun's out in full force, so it's pretty hot. There's a few rain clouds, but I don't think it's gonna rain. I think that's what's bringing in the nice breeze. But the forecast is no rain today. Oh, thanks, man. I just have fun. You guys are amazing. Everyone's amazing. Just gotta keep pushing yourself. Oh, I see a big fish in the pond today. Usually there's not much fish in this pond, but there's a lot more water now because of the flooding. Yeah, and let me know what your plans are for this weekend. I'm just gonna work around the house. I gotta cut the grass again. I cut the grass last weekend. It's already high again. We got so much rain the previous week. I need to cut the grass. And then I'm moving that bike in my gym. Need to do some other things too. Morning dog walk done, 4-mile run done. Hey, that's awesome, man. You got up much earlier than I did. I got up early, but I just was drinking coffee too long. It's pretty hot here. I guess that's normal. What? I don't guess it's normal. It is normal for this time of year. Last week it was kind of cool because of all the rain. We're back to normal Texas weather. Yeah, Hansway Gaming, thanks for joining, man. That's great, you got your stuff done. What kind of gaming do you do? My son's big into Fortnite and Roblox. My daughter plays Roblox. It's actually what they're doing right now because Roblox had a new update come out this morning. So when I left the house this morning, they were both playing Roblox. So gaming's pretty big in my house. So both my daughter and my son, they have 2 monitors on their computer, watching YouTube on one, playing games on one. Yeah, that's right, man. Never give up in your dreams. That's important. It doesn't matter how old you are. There's always something you can learn or have fun doing, you know. So that's the way I think about it. So I'm going uphill now. That's why I'm breathing a little bit harder. This is a big hill. One of my favorite hills in the neighborhood because I can live stream on it. Also get a good workout. I'll show y'all. Yeah. It's pretty steep. I mean, it's so steep that you can't really bike up it. You gotta jog up it or walk up it. But hill training is great for building strength in your legs. Going down the hill is good for building durability in your legs. So I often do hill repeats here because, you know, Texas is pretty flat. So my neighborhood's got actually a lot of big hills. I live in North Austin, a suburb called Georgetown. We made the national news last week for the wrong reason. Our river was, San Gabriel River was up 25 feet. A lot of flooding, but it didn't cause any problems in my area. So, well, in my area it caused problems, but I'm about 3 or 4 miles away from the river. Actually, the river splits. It goes on one side of me, and on the other side of me. But it wasn't too bad. Nothing like in Kerrville where, you know, a lot of people are still missing. That's like 2-hour drive from here. So I saw on the news there's flooding in Spain today. And then a few days ago there was bad flooding in New Mexico. It's like the water is going crazy all over the world. So, all right, I'm almost to the top of the hill. Let's go down. Nice breeze up here, feels good. Even though the sun's out in full force. Yeah, I'm gonna be working in my gym today. Gotta, like I said, put my Rogue Echo bike, move it from my house gym into my garage gym. But I'm gonna do some lifting weights today. Maybe my son will join me. He's been trying to get in shape for football. Football season's starting soon. He's gonna be playing 7th grade football. They've been having conditioning 4 days a week. And it continues next week, but they have a football camp next week where they kind of test you on a lot of things. He has to do the 40-yard dash again. So hopefully he improves on that compared to last year. More people out walking today compared to yesterday. Of course, this morning, a lot more people walk in the morning or jog in the morning than in the evening. I do both. So my plan is to run again this evening. So we'll see. So, Yeah, quite a few clouds, but I don't think it's gonna rain. We got too much rain last week. We don't need any rain. It's drying up enough where I can mow the lawn now. My grass got up pretty high, so. Hey, Hasi, honey, where are you joining from? I had some friends join from Africa a couple days ago. Get a lot of people from Asia, especially Philippines. Yesterday, it was mostly people from the US. Let me know where you're joining from. That's a cool thing about YouTube. You get friends from all over the world. I had a girl from Nigeria the other day. No, not the other day, it was about a week ago. So she was in the city of Lagos. It's kind of windy, so I hope y'all can hear me okay. But it's nice being windy because it makes it a little bit cooler. There's a lot of cars. I'm getting close to the highway, so I'm gonna turn around. This is the entrance to it's my favorite hill, but it's also the entrance to my community. So we get a lot of cars on this road. And this is not a trail. I'm usually on trails, but I'm on a sidewalk. So I'm going uphill now, again. So we're just gonna do hill repeats for a while. Hard Rock 100 started yesterday, and the pros already finished. 3 people, first, second, third, all from France, won the Colorado race. So, yeah. Oh, very cool. Yeah. So you must be very close to Black Canyon City. So, Handsway Gaming, that's cool. Yeah, I was there this year. I didn't finish. I got injured when I made it to Jerome, which I guess is about 130 miles. But I'm back next year. I should have finished it this year, but I think I had my pack. It was too heavy. I was too conservative, carrying too much weight, and I hurt my neck. I hurt my neck really bad. I couldn't even keep it up. It was hurting so bad. So I had to drop out of the race. So next year I'm not gonna carry so much stuff. I learned a lot. So I made it from Black Canyon City all the way to Jerome, which was quite an adventure. I think it's about 130 miles. But next year I'll be back there, Black Canyon City, next May. It's a great event. They do a really good job. And then hopefully I can make it to Flagstaff this time. Yeah, it is. Thank you. Yeah, surprisingly, I was a little bit... everybody had me freaked out about the first 37 miles, but to be honest, it wasn't that bad. Because I'm from Texas, it's always hot. And this year was a rainy, cold year. And the terrain in that first 37 miles is a lot like the trails here in Texas, just rocky. And so I thought it wasn't too bad. It's just the mud this year really got me. That may have what got me injured, because I've done multi-day events before and never had a problem with my neck, even with a heavy ruck. And I was always looking down because it was so muddy. I was worried I was gonna fall, and I did fall a couple times. That could be another thing that could have hurt my neck. I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah. I haven't done marathons in a long time, but the long trail events I do, it's like doing a couple marathons. But I run much slower now. So Riza, thanks for joining. Hope I said your name right. The sun is so strong, it's kind of hard to read the chat sometimes now. When I go downhill, it's a little bit easier because the sun won't be in my eyes. Yeah. I've been running for a long time, but long ago, that's all I did was marathons. Now I like the long trail events because it's more project planning, and you can run slower, and it's just more fun being in the wilderness. But I do trail marathons sometimes. I Actually, near my house is Lake Georgetown, and one loop around the lake is about 25 miles. Not quite a marathon, almost. Yeah, I can still. I just don't like road marathons too much anymore. I just did them for a long time. They're real expensive too. You know, the big road marathons cost almost $300 now. You know, you can do a long trail event for that much money. When I started doing marathons a long time ago, they were like $30. Of course, I'm pretty old, but the prices for running events have gone up a lot. I think it's because of all the swag and stuff. They give you nice swag and t-shirts and all that. But marathons are cool. The cool thing about marathons is every aid station, especially in the big cities, every aid station usually has a band or music and a lot of crowds. You don't get too many crowds in trail events. Well, you do at Cocodona, there's quite a bit, especially when you get to Flagstaff. But, no, marathons are cool. Well, these birds are making a lot of noise. They're angry at something. Maybe they're angry at me because I'm here. We get these scissor-tailed birds. They're very territorial. You get near them, they'll start making a lot of noise. They won't attack you, but they still get angry. So, but let me know what y'all are up to today. Like I was talking earlier, I'm just going to be working out in my gym. I got to move some equipment. I also got to cut the grass. It's that time of year when the grass starts growing really fast. And in Texas, we had a lot of rain last week. So, oh, beach. Thanks for joining. I had to stop and squint a little bit to see the chat because the sun is so strong right now. So I hope the clouds will block the sun for a while. We got some clouds in the sky, a couple dark ones like it wants to rain, and we got a breeze. The breeze feels like rain is coming, but I don't think the rain is coming. I don't think we're getting any rain today. But the breeze feels nice. I feel pretty good. My foot's doing okay. Earlier this week, my right foot was bothering me a little bit, but it feels pretty good. I've been doing a lot of mobility exercises with bands. I do those at night. Plus, I do my push-up work routine. And I think the mobility exercise is helping with my feet. Because, you know, all the muscles in your body are connected. So, my right foot's hurting, but it could be caused by a muscle in my calf. Everything's connected. So, plus, I've been changing my shoes during the week, which helps. Some days I wear 0 drop. Some days I wear 4 or 5 millimeter drop. Like right now, I've got Hoka Speedgoat 6s on. They're 4 millimeter drop. I was wearing Ultra and 0 earlier this week, which is a 0 drop. But when I'm running, I prefer to run like 4 or 5 millimeter drop. You can show you. Those are Hoka Speedgoat 6s. They still have mud stains from Cocodona. It was so muddy. That's the bad thing about white shoes. It's so hard to get some types of dirt stains out of the shoes. So, yeah. But I'm doing pretty good. Hope everybody's doing good. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I do daily vlogs, sometimes twice a day. Today I'll have one again tonight because I usually do doubles on the weekend. And sometimes I also do live videos from my gym. Who knows? Maybe I'll do one today because I plan to be around the house. I lost the power in my gym. I was gonna fix it last week, but I need to have an electrician come out and replace the breakers. I got a couple breakers they need to replace. One that's for the inside of the house too. But I plugged in one of my big lights that I use for making videos, and also a treadmill that I'm testing, into the same outlet. That was stupid because I blew out the breaker, and the breaker doesn't have a trip on it, so I gotta replace it. Yeah, that's okay. But hope everybody has a great weekend. I will talk to y'all later today. Bye for now, my friends.